Good morning, everybody. I'm Sukhmani, and currently I'm an intern at Prayojana Constructions, and my trainee is Ashok sir. So this is my presentation on where I had attended a webinar on Bonito Designs, and this is let's start it. The contents are as follows. So the first thing is we'll have a introduction about who's the speaker and where it was hosted and all, and it goes as follows. Then we had influence of fashion trend in current interiors. Then we had surveys, like different surveys. Then we had colors of the years and privacy room systems, biophilic interior designs, home offices, biomimicry, and then we have the conclusion.
Yeah, bro.
So, it's a small disclaimer, everybody. So the thing is, all the photos, whatever I have used, it's all only for example purpose, and I do not own any of them. And all is available only through internet. From there, I've taken all the photos. And please, I request anybody not to get offended or disheartened by anything I have used. Okay. So, and the host and the speaker of the day was Ravi Chandran sir. He is like the designer, mentor, and mostly they told that he's expert at hospitality. And Grishma ma'am had hosted it. And then the first question was who uh, who are more having like the fashion sense, men or women? So most probably everybody will tell women because they are more into fashion and they know the current trends and all. So most probably women. And now also we can, in this photo we can see that how the fashion is influencing on the interiors. As you can see, her dress is made up of like nice fluffy gray and all net kind of material. So we can see the sofa on the other hand, which is lightly of the same color. So this is how fashion is influencing trend these days. So when people are wearing a lot of clothes, like with different designs and various kinds of models in them, people get influenced to make interior things like that. So for example, if I come up with like a dress with nice horizontal or vertical patterns, so we have many people making sofas and blankets and carpets out of those kinds of things. So this is one kind of the example. And here for the current trend we have masks. So as you can see in the photographs, we have various nice branded companies making masks. Current pandemic, all the human beings, it's very necessary to have masks with them. So even very much glorious and very much luxurious companies, like you can see Adidas, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, even we have Chanel masks here and there. So even branded companies like this have started making masks. So this is how the trend is in getting influenced. So first we used to have the normal like surgical masks, but then we came onto the clothing one, and now we have the branded and designer ones. And then we have germ resistant materials. Like for example, if I go with the first image, we have a sink. So that sink is currently like made out of copper or bronze or things like that, which can kill germs very quickly. And also we have a second photo, we can see that there's a wiper like an object. In that, in wipers we have a like thin cotton material which can wipe away the germs very quickly. And for an example, if we go out with this Lysol advertisement in the TV, and Dettol also, so and even like glass cleaner advertisements, they just wipe a cloth and all the germs are gone and all things like that. So they are nothing. They're telling us they are liquid is of that sort, but here we are getting the cotton itself, which is wiping away the germs. And then further on, we had a survey. So, a recent survey in New England shows that how long COVID 19 survives in things. So, currently, for this current situation, this is a very important information. So, In air, the virus stays for around 3 hours, and in cardboard, when we order things from various websites like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, so on, it stays for 24 hours. And on plastic, when we are going out somewhere, maybe to like any function or hospitals, they offer us water in plastic bottles. So in those bottles specifically, it stays for 2 to 3 days. So it's very necessary for us to take our precautions. And in stainless steels, suppose we are purchasing, in current situation, we are purchasing something from outside, and stainless steel objects like spoon, plates, glasses, and further on, it stays for around 2 to 3 days. And in copper, it stays for only 4 hours. This is the only metal on which it stays the least. So nowadays, doctors and other experts are recommending for people to consume things in copper made utensils, for example glasses, water bottles, and thermos, and and also plates and spoons, so that even though if the copper is there, it will kill the germs quickly, in case it comes and settles on the copper material. Also next we have is glass, like glass windows, and we have glasses, like tumblers made up of glass, and maybe some plates or something. So it stays for 4 days. And for normal steel, which we use the utensils in our homes, it stays for 4 to 5 days. So this is what the survey in New England tells us. Next, coming back to copper, copper, even in olden days and now as well, it's a very essential kind of metal which people value a lot. And also there's myths telling, and that if we drink water or eat in copper, whatever the, like eat in copper in the senses, we have food placed on the copper things or the utensils, it's very good for our health. That is very much true itself, because now only if we can see virus this COVID-19 only, if it can kill it for in 4 hours, then imagine any other small viruses, it can kill it in morely less than 10 minutes most probably. So that's what people are you know they're asking us to use more of copper. So even in the olden days, it was the only one source where we could purify water. And also the thing is, we even in interiors we use a lot of copper unknowingly. Like for suppose for the basic example, if we are going to some, maybe a restaurant or a cafe or any office, there mostly the handles are made up of copper. So these things depend on what type of place we are going. So like for example, if I'm going to a very designer place, and for their show kind of thing only, like on beautiful designs, suppose there's a gray door and we have a copper handle, it'll have a nice effect. But the copper handle is giving the show as well as it's preventing germs to be over there. So this is copper, and there are copper utensils, and this is how copper looks. So these are some of the utensils, like kitchenware made up of copper. And even we have some of the jewelry. It might look fashionable, but one more thing is it is very positive. It gives positive energy to the body. And moving on to next is colors of the year. So this color 2020 we have is classic blue. Classic blue is a very very beautiful color, and it goes with many other colors, not only with white, more specifically with the pink, green, golden, and even copper, as I mentioned. So like this, and even like silveric materials, it looks very beautiful. And we can see in the photograph itself. So the next thing is we have the palette. How is the palette of classic blue? So we can see that there are a lot of colors. So if you see the right hand side first photograph, we have darker shades of classic blue, and we have the lightest shades. And even the below palette, we can see there are so many colors we can get with classic blue. It's just that we have either white mixed with them to make lighter ones, or slightly black, I suppose, to make it a little bit the darker one. So here we have in this photograph, we can see classic blue is really used a lot. We have royal pink, we have cream, like you can see on the right hand side on the top. We can see like some decorations. We have white, that is the interior work. The wooden work is done with white. We have brown, the chairs and table. We have metallic also. Metallic is nowhere, but if you see on the top we have a chandelier, so that one. And we also have lighter shades of blue, like you can see in the seat sofa, the single seater sofa. You can see that the prints in them are of lighter shades of the classic blue. So coming back to the word Pantene is nothing but a system for matching colors used in specific specifying printing inks. For example, blue, I can tell light blue, dark blue, and even we use different terms for specifying a color. So here we have classic blue. So this is nothing but it will have a serial number or a code, we can tell, which specifies a sort of color. Now suppose if I'm going to edit any photo in Photoshop, so in case I want to change the shade, but I know the color, and in case I don't know the serial code, so it will be very difficult for me to adjust the color in the screen which comes. Even if I go to custom or stand on both the sides, it's slightly difficult. But if I know the serial code, it will be very easy for me to type the serial code and then find out what color actually I want is. And then next we have examples. You can see, as I told you before, what colors go with the classic blue. And you can see this beautiful interior works. And there's an example. We can also add additional paintings, like you can see on the wall. Even a wall, even if the wall is light or dark, this color attracts eyes a lot, and the house really looks beautiful if we add colors like this. The second color we have is pumpkin orange. So this is a kind of color which brings a lot of energy, freshness, warmth, and living liveliness, and we feel a lot more energetic in these kinds of places. We can use this anywhere, like in the halls or bedrooms, or wherever we feel that we really need a lot of energy, because the environment helps the human a lot more than the human can. So if my potential is like 60%, with the environment I can do it to 70%. So the environment gives a lot more influence, and it has like energetic vibes, whatever I had told. So then we have the pumpkin orange palette. That is nothing but the colors what we have. So we have like yellow, and then we have a little creamish color, then we have orange, then dark orange, then we have maroon. So like that. Also it includes green, because the top of the pumpkin, as you can see in the picture right over here, it's made up of green. So as of that, we also have green. So this is the main palette color. For examples, we have like the sofa sets. We have a little bit of paintings. We have vases. We have also the drawer section. We also have the mats, the various things, very much things, and diverse things also, which we can get in this beautiful color. And here you can see there's the wall, which is the in the pumpkin orange color. Also the chandelier, the decorations on the table. So these things. And here you can see in the bedroom how they have decorated with this color. And like the bed sheets, the sofa, the curtains, the wall, many things like this we can decorate in this beautiful color. Now we can have the picture of a living room hall. It's nothing but the sofas, the curtains, the same things as before, but the decorations are so much different that we really get into the pictures. And then we have the pastel colors. These are nothing but those colors in which we add the color white. So if I have red color with me, and I keep on adding white in that, it will become such a shade of the that red color that is very much cozy and it looks cute basically, if I come to tell. This reminds of the spring seasons where we see so many flowers on the trees which are so beautiful. And also the thing is, in these pastel colors, we can decorate many much things, either pattern or not, either plain, we can decorate it so much and it looks so beautiful. Coming back to the pastel color palette, so we have the colors, so you can see that all these colors are so like beautiful, but only thing we have done is we have added a bit of white, and down you can see each we have the serial numbers or the codes we can say. So those codes are used to find out colors. So this is a small example of pastel colors. Coming back to the examples where we use them, now we can see over here we have the cushions, the wall, the curtain, the rug, and most probably the floor also, because it's of a very light shade of brown, and also the sofa in one terms because it's very light gray, it's not the darker one. So yeah, so even over here we do have on the right hand side whatever we have used, the colors we have used over here, like we have the gray, and if you can see the bed's color, the first color is that, then we have gray, we have the lighter green, we have cozy pink. So really this looks so beautiful on each and everything. And in even in this image we can see that what are the colors we used, like skeptic, silver channelace, then beauty bush, quail gray, yaw pink. So these are the color names, but the serial number or the code will be the same thing most probably, as of my knowledge. So these are the things we use, and we to make our living a really cozy living, we can say. And now we have like this beautiful bedroom with complete of those colors, like pastel colors. And as if like as of you can see the beds, the wall, and the sofa cushion and everything, it really looks cozy and beautiful. And also is we can add colors like orange, like you can see the rug over there on the at the floor. It adds a little bit energy as well as cozy colors and coziness, I'm sorry, and it's really looking beautiful. Then we come to neutral colors. Neutral colors are nothing but these colors, we find them at the end of the palettes, any color palette. Even if we take a crayon box, it will be either at the starting or either at the ending. For example, like gray, black, beige, peach, all colors like these, and including brown too. So these colors we always find them at the end of the palette. But here the thing is happening is they are used mostly for, like, I told you before also, like for the cozy living thing. For example, let's come back to the palette first, then I'll give you the examples. So these are the like palette colors. As I told you, they always come at the end of the any palette or any crayon box or any further things. So you can see white, black, cream, and also like mushroom colors, and nude, tan, camel. I mean, many colors, but they all are on the darker or the most lightest. And then we have see, this is a modern neutral colors like mud, rain, desert, warm gray, and mocha. These kinds of things most probably they are seen in sofa designs and in bed sheets and blankets, and also in wood, so that it gives a nice cozy kind of a feeling to all the things. So here we also have the color as well as their names. So this is really beautiful, all really good colors. And then we have, I'm sorry, just give me a second. Then we have the painting trend. So here, painting trend is nothing but what type of paints we usually use to make our living really interesting. That simply means that, see, in this picture we can see that we have a harlequin design, stencils, sponging, stripes as normal room. Now you can see we have used, in this room you can see that the paint below, like on the near the floor, it's really dark. Going slightly, moving, it has become really white. So this is nothing but, this is maybe you can call the sponging effect, or like the before picture we can call it, there is a strice or like that. So this is really beautiful. So this is the kind of painting trends. This is completely sponging. And this we have the harlequins, and these are the stencils. We use colors like this to make our living beautiful. Like the background is gray, but you can see the stencil mark on them. It's really very beautiful. It really brings, like everybody tells, anybody who gets into this room, like they will praise for the like sofa and the cushions, but leastly they will talk about the wall at least once. They will be like, the wall is really beautiful, where did you do it from, how did you do it. And also like here also we can see it looks so beautiful and attractive to eyes. And the sofa is of course like classic blue. And even for the bedroom, you see this, they have mentioned on top, that is a stenciled wall. It's nothing but we get a type of, the sticker material. So we cut out the shapes from the sticker and we just keep it aside, and then we paste the whole sticker on the wall and we just paint it. Or we can use like a normal paper sheets or like painting sheets, and we cut the shapes off, we just stick it on the wall, and then we paint them. It's just so simple, but it looks very stylish. And now we have the privacy. Coming back to that topic, see, when we really need privacy, like we are like attending some class, or we are talking to our near or dear ones, and also when we have like our own privacy issues. Like for currently, I really need privacy because I am presenting a nice presentation to you. So privacy has many other things, but for these days privacy is really important. So to upgrade privacies, we can use soundproof doors. It's nothing but the door will have such a kind of material which will absorb all these sounds whatever we have. And then we can also hang long and beautiful thick amount of curtains, which will really not uh, give out the sounds, but instead it will absorb it. And then we can also add really thick rugs. All these materials are really like sound absorbing. And then we also have thicker partitions. Here we have the gypsum partition, but usually when we are in a interior, like a residential interior living, that time we can use like thicker partitions of maybe walls, and also the wood as I mentioned before. So partitions can be made of that sort. And these are nothing but acoustic panels. These panels are used mostly where a person is really in a privacy kind of room. For example, if I come up with these panels and I just put them on the wall, and then what happens is they absorb all the extra noise. They just give me all whatever specifically I need. For an example, if I'm a gamer, and I really need a lot of other things. Like I want to hear only the game sound, and there is a lot of other disturbance. Like there's somebody cooking next to me, or maybe somebody is talking on the phone. But these sounds, like if it's in the next room, for example, and it's on the next room, and all the sound of that will be reduced. It will not be completely gone, but the thing is it will be reduced. So these acoustic panels are used for those. And then we have the smart home system. Now or maybe the future, we can just tell that everything through our phone. Even we have seen many of the advertisements in TV saying that we have lights and LED lights and all, and we can change their color from the phone itself. And also coming with these doors, the main doors of the house, we can just use the remote system and open and close the gate, and many much more things like that. In this particular photo we have the kitchen, and we have the lighting, water, the gas station, and also the cupboards down, and we have like the microwave oven and many things like that which we can control from our phone. So this is a little bit slightly beside from the topic, but this was really like needed, and it's slightly funny. Everybody in their house has a chair on which all the clothes are just dumped, either for washing or it's used for most probably like to just fold and keep them inside our wardrobes. But here there is one kind of chair which is invented only for hanging clothes. So this is called the sacrificial chair, and it the first time I saw this picture it was really funny, but then later on I thought that it's really helpful and handy kind of a chair, which is really beautiful. It's such a nice chair. And really we being in such busy type of world, we really need more chairs and furniture like this. Coming back to the topic, we have biophilic is nothing but we bring nature inside. Inside is nothing but in our interiors. And then we have like the examples. Okay, now you look over here, we have very much all of these leaves and very much beautiful things we add it in our interiors. I'm sorry. And then here also you can see it's in an office, but it looks so green and lively and beautiful to see. I know things are very much coming into like this. Like even for a normal house, if I'm building, if I have a nice, beautiful flat of a 2 BHK or 3 BHK, I would prefer, or anybody else who likes greenery would prefer things like this, like bringing up a little bit plants and all. And this is one more kind of system where we just have a long wall specifically for greens. Like you can see there are different types of greens. Like you can see in the first one there are a little bit like small plants, and the plus point is in these, we do not have to mend them because they are already just grown to their maximum size. So we don't have to mend or water, it will just stay beautifully on the walls. Then we also have this aquarium in the office, which adds, when people get a lot of beautiful ideas, like the rarest ones, looking at nature itself. For example, if I go with the gravity, it fell on his head and he just knew that the apple just fell down because of gravity. So yeah, that, it comes with the nature. So things like these are really necessary for us. And there's one more a small survey. USS Green Building had a survey on how biophilic environmental surroundings brings difference in people's mental health. So mental health is really very important these days, as we are having this pandemic right now. People are in so much of worries and tensions. So bringing up things and ideas, it's not at all necessary that we go up with going asking others help and asking them to do it. We can also do it by ourselves for the current situation, and later on if we read it we really need it like it in expert form, or we really need it so beautifully, we can ask the experts to come and help us. So 37 people of the tensions and anxiety is lowered because of having green environment and having like the aquariums or the fish tanks around them. Also, in addition, we have 44% of people's anger whose their feelings of anger is reduced. Now, coming back to anger, it's such a feeling. Even if these days, if I correct somebody, either they're elder to me or younger to me, anger is a very much necessary. Like it's just like everybody gets it. So the thing is, having these kinds of environments, they really like reduce our anger feelings and etc. Fatigue continuously for any software engineers or anybody who's constantly sitting on the like computer screen for hours and hours together, they have this kind of feeling like their eyes start paining and fatigue, feeling giddiness. This and all happens. But even if for 5 to 10 minutes they take a small break, go out, see the nature, feel the breeze, and also of themselves as well as the nature is such nice pleasant feeling. For even those 10 minutes they feel so refreshed that they can come back and continue to their own work. And natural elements, biophilic is bringing natural elements in our interiors. So the maximum, the ventilation, the air facilities, water like aquarium tanks, and also adding natural plants. We also have two types of plants, like artificial and natural, right? So if we add more of the natural plants, it will really bring up the person's mental health really well. That is what the main motive is, to bring the all the this biophilic, to bring all the nature into the interiors. It's not promoting like cutting down of trees and nothing of that sort. It's just that bringing small plants, keeping them inside, and observing, and we also have an attention towards taking care of them too. If we have small interior plants, like the very small ones kept on the tables, or maybe on the any other surface, like the showcase, or maybe like that. And this is nothing but moses are very trendy on the wall these days. This kind of, it's a little bit of a grass, we get into like 2 inches of the size. These are so beautiful. Like you can see in the current wall, they have just done nothing. They have just got these thick moses wall, and they've just stuck it over there. This does not need any mending, any watering, any cutting, anything of that sort. And so therefore these are very much trendy. And also the led saying fabulous, it really looks very much attractive and fresh to the eyes. So this is another example for that. All of these do not need any mending, as they are already grown and just gummed on the wall. We should not water them. They are available up to the size of 2 inches, as I mentioned before. Now, coming back to the topic, home office. Very, very, very much important and very necessary for this current situation, and even also for the working parents who really want to take care of their children. It's really very good and a very nice one. So we can make them in any small spaces like our wardrobes, or maybe the study rooms which are no longer used. Now we have a small example for this one. This is the workspace of any normal person. It's a very beautiful and refreshing space, but this is at our homes itself. Now coming back to this one, as I had mentioned, we have it in our wardrobe. We take a part from the wardrobe. This is just a small, very much a small bar in the house, we can say. And we have the workspace next right to that. So we call this as concealed home office. We take a part from the wardrobe and we build an office for ourselves. And then we have compact home office. Compact is nothing but really very small, but we have all the essentials in in that particular place. You can see it's just like a table like object, but if it's opened, we have a nice table. We have, like, it's just like a small mini wardrobe, we can tell, but only for our essentials. We can keep the tablet there, we can keep photos, and down also there's another section opening. We can keep many other things in that, but it's really like, vertical and thin. We can fit it in any place, so we call it as compact home office. And then we have theme based office. Theme based office is nothing but they have certain themes even in the office. So here in this current picture, I can see the theme as pink. Pink, like even if we go to some birthday parties of small children, we can see very much, themed birthday parties. Also we have some normal parties and functions which are themed based. Even we have like halloween and all, they are all a theme based. So here the theme is nothing but the pink color, the royal pink. To be honest, this is mostly for girls, because the pink color is only for girls, they say. So yeah, here they have given a nice royal effect to the chair, the mat. We have the single seater sofas, and also we have the gray sofa. as mentioned before in the neutral colors, you remember I told gray goes with the other colors also. Like I have told you, it goes with a lot of colors like pink and etc. And here the theme is same, biophilic, bringing nature into the interiors. And here is it's nothing but we have added nice beautiful chairs, we have the nice trees, and it gives a feeling of this winter season in any other country, which is not in a tropical one. This gives a nice beautiful feeling. So here then we have office for couples like maybe the husband wife, or couples even we can call like a brother and sister, anybody, two people who are working together. So we have nice ideas for this too. We have this beautiful chairs, and we have the system you can see over there, the computer. And it's mainly for couples, see, this one is a really luxurious one. You can see how the chairs and the office completely is made. This is also a home office itself, but it's made for two people. So you can see the comfy chairs, a lot of nice colors and all. Yeah. And one more example for luxurious home office, you can see how the interiors are built and how the things are. And this one is a nice cozy one, but this is I hope this is all for more businessly types of meetings, and really beautiful ones. But really, they're expensive, but the outcome is finally really beautiful. And we have biomimicry. Biomimicry is nothing but the design and production of materials, structures, and systems that are modeled on biological entities and processes. It's nothing but all the artificial man made things in a replica of the original natural things. For example, in the first picture, you can see the wing of the aeroplane. It's copied from some bird, most probably like eagle or seagull or whatever it is, any bird. So yeah, so that the airplane can fly really well. And also the body, it's copied from the shark. So we can see how similar things are, so that we all know that sharks really swim fast. So the for the aircraft to move faster, they have copied the body line of the shark. The shapes are same. For example, now if we see this is a bullet train. So the kingfisher's beak became the model for the nose cone of the Japan's 500 series Shinkansen bullet train. So you can see the beak of the bird, and also uh, the starting of the bullet train. It's so, like, similar to the shape of the bird. So here all these things are influenced like this is training shoes with grip. So yeah, we can see the small reptile named gecko, and look at the hands of the gecko. It's really, inspired, because the grips of the reptiles, it may be any reptile, it's really very much strong. So we also made them, like, copied the colors and the grips of that, and they have invented a shoe. Then we have themed, as we were continuing the topic themed, we have beach theme. For example, we are really into places like seas and oceans, and really like water and the beach. But staying in huge cities where we really don't have any of the like access to any of beaches or maybe lakes or rivers, we can use these themes in constructing maybe our office, or most probably our bedrooms, our halls, our homes. And this is how it would look. You had seen in the picture, we have a nice star and starfish, I'm sorry, starfish and the beachish kind of thing. You can see the bed sheets and the floor and the rug on the floor. These and all bring a really nice feel of it's like a beach. And then we have, if we have an egg, if we put it into a theme, it would sound silly, but the results are as you can see. a nice, beautiful one. And also we have the wall and the like paints and for the things of such. Then we have patterns, repeated decorative designs like vertical and horizontal. We have all the vertical designs, and we have them to make the room look taller and huger than usual. If the wall's height is around 7 feet, we can put on vertical pattern designs, and for the human eye, it will look like the wall is around 10 feet. It's just an example. So yeah, this also we can be using. And we have horizontal lines also. The room will look completely wider if the room is of 10 feet, I say, for an example. If the wall designs are really horizontal, they will look like the room is really wider and bigger. So it may assume of any person would assume it's like for 15 feet the room is. So it's just small examples. And all the above information is provided by Ravi Chandran sir in Bonito webinar. I'm really thanking everybody of you to listen to my presentation. It's really been a very good opportunity for me, and I thank Ashok sir for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, everybody.
Superb, Sukhmani. You have given enough information. I hope you have learned a lot from the interiors, webinars, and the trainings and all. And
Yes, sir.
I hope you will become a great designer. You have that qualities with you. And I hope most of the things are you are covered from here. The samples, the pictures, and all you are shown. That is your own ideas, or you got from Bonito.
My own ideas, sir.
Okay, he has given the points on that you developed. I understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, wonderful, wonderful. And this is the which program about this? I
Sir,
hope
this.
you attended 4 5 webinars, no? The space
Yes,
planning.
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, okay. This is
Huh.
for this topic.
So this topic was for the current situations. What are the things we can use
Okay,
and whatever we can get into trend?
okay, okay. I hope you have other presentations also. No, you submitted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
You can submit tomorrow. Tomorrow also we have a session. You can
Okay,
submit
sir.
tomorrow also.
So today
Wonderful.
also we have, sir. Actually,
Pardon me.
so today also we have a session around
Mm.
it's 4 o'clock, and
Yeah,
tomorrow
I
also
know,
we
I
have.
know. Today also it is
Yes,
there,
sir.
and tomorrow also is there at 4 and 5.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
regarding Vastu and other things.
Yes, sir.
Bonito is our partner, and we have given a lot of engineers to them, and they support us. Any requirement comes up, they first call Prayojana only. And we are
Yes, sir.
associated with so many design companies. Maybe the Design Cafe, the Home Lane. Home Lane has presently requirements.
Yes,
Not
sir.
many companies we are associated, and you also came through some interior design, interior ma'am only, na? Who is
Yes,
having
sir.
factory and all. Definitely, you
Yes,
have
sir.
wonderful scope. I suggest you to go to know the factory if it is operational and help ma'am you so that you can learn lot of things at